So Hitler at the Munich Olympics is like, he's on meth and he's rocking back and forth. He's just amphetamine out of his fucking mind, just coked up, just rocking back and forth while everybody's watching the Olympics. What? Show it to him, Jamie.
Yeah, we need to see this.
We've played this like, look at him. Look at him.
God.
Look at him rocking, dude. Look at him going. He's going.
Oh, what a
He's
maniac.
Going. That
What
dude ruined.
a maniac.
He ruined that mustache forever.
Yeah.
You know, just rocking back and forth. But
Wow.
back then, how many sports were in? Was that 36? 1936 or 38? 36. How many sports were in the 1936 Munich Olympics? Because now there's synchronized
everything.
swimming and rhythmic gymnastics.
Some type of shooting.
Yeah, there's decathlons.
They always have, I don't know when it started, but there's only a certain number of events. So if they like just put a new one in, they got to take something out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why they lost wrestling a few years ago, and everybody got mad because they added like skateboarding or surfing or something like that.
Is that always been the case?
Yeah,
from the beginning.
Not since there was only like 10 games to start with. I'm trying to
How many events were in the 1936 Olympics, though?
Looking.
Because I know they might have put a cap on them in the future. I don't know if they had a cap on it back then. But my point is, back then, like in the Jesse Owens days, you know, when Muhammad Ali won the gold medal, like those guys weren't doing that for money. For Ali, it was like a way that he could transfer into professional boxing. And, you know, like with Meldrick Taylor and Pernell Whitaker, those guys got fast-tracked. Mark Breland, all the Evander Holyfield, all those guys who medaled.
The venues for the events they had, so they had a lot of going on.
So they have a lot of stuff, but not as much as they have now.
I don't know.
I wonder.
It's
See if you can find how many more events are there in 2024 than there were in 1936. We'll see if they say that. But the point is, like, everybody who did the Olympics before television, they just did it for national pride, just like winning the nationals in wrestling.
Yeah. Of course.
You do it just for the glory of it.
So there's 32 sports.
329 events and 32
events.
sports, including 28 core Olympic sports contested in 2016, 2020. And then what did it used to be in, like, 1936? 129 events,
wow.
25 disciplines. So it's slightly less.
Gotta love the AI overview, right?
Nuts.
Just
Nuts.
quick.
Instantly. Give
Just
you all
quick.
the things.
All the things.
The Olympics were often considered controversial because they were held to showcase the Third Reich and Adolf Hitler's theories of Aryan supremacy. All jacked up on coke. Fucking we're the best.
Oh
We're
my
the
God.
fucking best.
What a fucking maniac.
Yeah,
Wow.
nuts. So my point is, back then, there was no television revenue. There was no one was making billions and billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah.
So the Olympics started with, you know, a very pure intention.
Yeah.
The pure intention of just, you know, winning, being the best.
Be the best from your
But
country.
somewhere along the line, it became this fucking enormous business, and the athletes never got cut in.
And no one's ever spoken up about it, have they?
What can they do? They don't have any power. No one has any power.
Yeah, that's true.
The TV networks don't want to change it. They're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Everybody's
yeah.
like, shut the fuck up.
This is getting us views.
Because they're just stealing.
Yeah.
They're just stealing money. Imagine if that was the case with the NBA or the NFL or UFC. Imagine if the athletes got zero money and everybody else is driving around in Rolls Royces and living in mansions. It would be crazy.
It'd be super crazy.
Yeah, you guys are fighting for glory.
Yeah.
You're not fighting
Only
for
glory.
This is not about money.
You represent your country.
We've done
your
studies,
state.
and it shows that when people fight for money, they don't fight that hard.
Yeah.
So, what? That's the Olympics. They're boxing for $0. They're punching each other in the face as hard as they can for $0.
glory. For
And this
glory.
woman today got punched in the face by a man.
Damn.
Yeah. They let a transgender, there's apparently at least two transgender boxers that are fighting in women's boxing. What the fuck?
I don't understand.
You can't understand because you're not retarded. There has to be something wrong with you to understand. To think that makes sense and all you have to do is say you're a woman. No, but you're not, though. I say I'm a werewolf, but when the moon comes out, I stay a person.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Okay,
I want to.
This is not real.
I want to understand from their part and their reasoning. Like,
Because you're a nice guy. You want to think that there's some part of this, like there's probably some sort of a reason. If they explain it to me, like, oh, I see your perspective.
Yeah, I want to see the perspective.
There's
Yeah.
no perspective. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Because that perspective would gray the line to like, well, why not just let all men compete in women's sports? Well, men would dominate. And that's why you have Title IX. There's a reason why men and women's sports are separated. Because it's not fair.
Yeah, it's not
right?
fair.
There's a reason why the UFC has weight classes. You're not fighting Brandon Moreno.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
it's not fair.
Yeah.
Right? All these things are put in place to make things as fair as possible. Weight classes, gender
This article
distinctions.
says they're not transgender.
What are you talking about?
That's what this says.
They may be intersex.